Hey guys, it's Maymay. Thursday in our Crafter After Show, I showed that we got this embossing folder in, and I talked about how I couldn't wait to ink drag this guy. And someone asked me what ink dragging was, and I thought, you know what? It's probably time to revisit it, and I need a Make It, Sign It, Send It card, so let's make one. So the first thing I have done is I have cut for myself. I've cut 2 pieces because I'm going to be doing ink dragging, and I never know for sure what inks I really like the best. So I thought I'd just make 2 and choose the one I like. So this is 4 by 5 1/4, just enough to go on the front of a card. And we're going to emboss this beautiful palm leaf embossing folder. I'm excited to use the palm leaf for Easter. I think it'll be really pretty for Easter cards. So I wanted to go ahead and play with it for a second. All right, so using my freestyle machine, I have my base plate there. I'm going to put in to my embossing folder. If you've never seen an embossing folder, they open like this, like a little folder, obviously, duh. And then place my paper inside like so. Put that onto my machine. And then I'm just going to roll this through and emboss it. So here we go. Roll that through. Now, I usually roll through once and then come back again. It's just my habit. The manufacturer doesn't say I have to do that or anything. It's just a habit that I have. And that's just how I do that. So one through and then again. And I'm going to go ahead and emboss my other one too so that we have it ready to go. But let me show you what this looks like. It's incredible. Oh my goodness. Isn't that beautiful? I love that. All right, let me do the other one. So I got both of those pieces embossed. And now I'm going to show you my next step. The next thing I'm going to do is the ink dragging, which is my very favorite thing to do. Honestly, it's so fun. It is so, it's really therapeutic. Honestly, you'll see what I mean. I've chosen from my Dewdrop sets. These are some Memento colors. I've chosen Angel Pink, Cottage Ivy, Teal Zeal, Gray Flannel, and Northern Pine. I'm not exactly sure how it's going to look. We're just going to play. I want to start with the pink. I went on to Pinterest and looked at some palm backgrounds to see some colors that I liked. And I really liked the ones that had some pink in them. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take my ink and I'm laying it flush down onto my page. And I'm just dragging it across these palm leaves. And you see how they're starting to pop? I do not mind if any of the stripes of my ink get down into the bottom of the page, or what I mean, if it goes down in between the leaves. I'm not necessarily only trying to color the leaves. I don't even mind if the background gets colored a bit. So I'm just going to rub that pink on and get a pretty good coverage of pink. And then I'll show you the next thing. Right, that's a very pale color of pink. Man, the color on the camera is not as pretty as in person. Let's do gray now. I may decide, let me see how dark that is. Not bad. I want to be light-handed because it's fairly dark. Look how beautiful that is. Is that gorgeous? Oh, I just love it. Turn this one around. Now, in class, when I've taught ink dragging to people, so many times people will drag in different directions. They'll drag diagonally, across, what have you. You do whatever you like. I'm just a person who tends to drag straight up and down. I don't know why I'm that way. I just am. Let's see the color of that one. Pretty dark again. So, oh, look. Incredible. I just love this. I just love it. And I'm going to tell you, this one embossed so deep that I'm barely getting any behind. But I am kind of taking the point, and I'm wanting some of it to go between the leaves as well. See that? Because I want that kind of rustic wood look. So at this point, I'm just taking the point and just kind of striping it a little bit. Let's do that over here too to get a little bit behind there like so. All right, and then my next color, and I will tell you something, I have learned that 5 colors is the number. You may not believe it, but it is 5 colors. So this one's probably pretty bright. Look at that. That's going to bring some of the green back. Oh, it's so pretty. So pretty. And I'm just kind of splattering that one. I'm not even dragging the whole page with that one. Oh, I love embossing folders. They're my fave. All right. And then Teal Zeal. This is the one that I hope. I think this is what is the 5th color is the one that kind of transitions things. So let's see what happens. Look at that. That 5th color, though, there's something about it. If you've ever taken a class with me where we do ink dragging, or if you've ever had any time where we've done that together, you know I've told you the 5th color. I don't know what it is. Again, just taking the point and kind of getting down in between those leaves. Isn't that gorgeous? All right, now I'm going to do something which may mess the whole thing up. We'll see. I'm going to go back to the pink, and I want to do a little heavier pink in some of these areas, which might blend some colors together, and I'm okay with that. I just want a little more pink in there. I may even get a darker pink. Let me do that. This is where things either go very wrong or very right, but that's why we did 2 of these. All right, Darker pink. Let's see what happens. Oh, yes. That is incredible. That is exactly what I wanted. That other shade in there. So my pink was just too light. Oh, look at that. I love how that turned out. Isn't that incredible? So let's play with the other one too. And let's do it a little slightly bit different. So let me show you something. If you flip these over, I'm going to wipe my little ink catcher off real quick. Get some of this off of here so I don't mess up my piece. If you flip this over, so this is the emboss side. I'm going to flip it to the deboss side. So this is where it's pushed down, where the image is pushed down. I just want to show you the difference. Let's start with that dark pink. So do that over there. Look at this. When you do it this way, what you get is the opposite image. So you see you kind of have a positive and a negative, and it works just the same. That pink is so pretty. All right, let me show you what happens. We got to do 5 colors. Can't do 1. All right, I'm going to go back to the gray now. I think the gray will be pretty here. Let's stripe in some gray. Look how gorgeous. I can't help it. It's my favorite technique ever, honestly. All right, let's bring in some green. And I use this Cottage Ivy to give me a real bright green. And this time I'm barely pressing. I was really pressing on the first one, but this one I'm just kind of barely pressing. Look at those colors. Oh, can you tell I enjoy this? All right, and then let's go to Northern Pine, which is beautiful. Look at that. That brings in a really dark green. Pretty. And then the last one is going to be that teal zeal, because I think that teal is what really turns this into something beautiful. Look at that. Absolutely gorgeous. That 5th color every time. I don't know why, but everybody will tell you that 5th color does something. Then imagine this. You could then come back in and color these leaves if you wanted to. I think it's pretty to have this different look. I am going to come back in and touch up my pink, because I want my pink to really show, or to have the opportunity to kind of show through. Isn't that pretty? That is 2 quick and fun backgrounds. This is something you could do. Pull out your embossing folders and just sit there and just ink drag for fun, and then just kind of file these away with your embossing folders. And then when you get ready to make a card, you've got these ready to go. That's a fun thing to do, because sometimes I like to pre-craft. That's what we'll call it, pre-craft, where you want to craft, you don't have time to make a project, but you'd like to sit down and play with your inks and your tools. And this is a good way to do it. I'm going to turn this one into a card. I'm going to save this one for another time. So let's use this guy. So I'm digging into an old stamp set of mine. I love the stamp set. This one's called Just to Say, and it's just to say thanks. It's thank you, thankful, thanks, and then all the words you need to go with it. And I need a quick card. I need to mail this one today. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to pick, I think I want it to say thank you. So I'm going to get this guy out of here, and I'm just going to kind of make myself a sentiment. I'll decide how I'm going to cut it later. I'm just going to go ahead and do the stamping, then cut around it. So I want to use my VersaFine Onyx Black, and I think I'll just go over here to the side. I know I don't need all of this space, so I'm going to go right here. Stamp thank you. Do you ever do this? You ever just grab a scrap out of your scrap bin and then just kind of start building the sentiment and then trim around it after the fact? That's what we're going to do. And then I want to say so much. So thank you so much right here. Okay, ink that one up. I cannot see. I'm looking in the camera. I hope this is right. If it's not, I'll redo it. Thank you so much. And then what else do I want to say? And then I'm going to do for your help. So I had an event this weekend. You guys would have seen the vlog. And I had some very helpful friends to help me out. And I wanted to send a card right away to say thank you to them. Stamp that one right there. Perfect. That's my front sentiment. And then I'm going to use that stamp set for the inside as well. Let's trim this down. Then using the same stamp set, I pulled out the sentiment that says you are a, and the word blessing. And I'm going to stamp that here in the inside of my card. You can say all kinds of stuff with that stamp set. It is amazing, all the words that are on there and how you can build your cards. I just love how simple and perfect that will work. Look at that. You are a blessing. That's going to go on the inside of my card. Let's make a base. So I just have a piece of 11 by 4 1/4 cardstock. I'm scoring it at 5 1/2. I'm going to flip this over while it's in my scoreboard, and then use my Teflon bone folder to crease this down, especially on black cardstock. This way you don't get those shiny lines from creasing. So there's that. And then we can start assembly. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue this directly down. I thought the black was really pretty around that. So I'm going to glue this one straight down. Now for my sentiment, I decided that I want it to run all the way across the card, kind of low at the bottom like this. I think that's pretty and it shows off the background. And I'm going to use some Scotty to pop it up. So just have a piece of Scotty there. Let's peel that backer off. And I'm going to add a little glue. I have been doing this lately, but this time I'm doing it because I'm putting it on an embossed background, and that means all of the glue won't sit level. It's going to have to catch where it catches. So I wanted to make sure that I put a little extra there just to help it out. So let's glue that guy down. Isn't that cute, quick, and easy, right? Now let's put the inside in. So my inside is going to go right inside here. I've already got the glue on the back of it. And plenty of room to write. And there it is. How quick is that card, right? Super quick. I love how it looks, and I love how you can customize the colors with your embossing folders. So it says, thank you so much for your help. You are a blessing. Perfect for what I need. I actually need 2, so I'm going to go ahead and use this other background we made and make another one just like it so I can have 2 cards to send out and get in the mail today. There you go, guys. Ink dragging and a make it, sign it, send it card, which I need right away. I hope you enjoyed this one. It was super fun. I'm telling you, I could do this all day. Ink dragging is the most fun, and everybody loves to do it. Get your grandkids, get your kids, get your friends, and let them try it. They love it. Thanks so much for watching. If you have tried ink dragging or anything that I show you guys here on our video, share with us on our customer gallery. We'd love to see what you're making. So head to maymaymadeit.com and share your photos with us there on the customer gallery. There's over 2,000 images there. If you need inspiration for any of the products that we carry, that's where you can go to get it. Hey, thanks so much for watching. Talk to you again next time. Bye-bye.